Hey folks, I am in Texas at Grapevine Lake, and I'm going to use those two titles, Texas and Grapevine Lake, to illustrate something about podcast titles. All right? Podcast titles are very important. Let's just say your show title, first of all, is what we're going to talk about. Your show title is like the title Texas. It's the bigger thing, all right? It's how I made this. It's the side hustle show. It's whatever your show title is. That show title is one of the only things that Apple Podcasts and the other podcast directories search when users go into their app to search for a new podcast. So keep that in mind when you're naming your show. You want to use keywords that are relevant to your topics. You want to use things that people might search for when they're searching for a show like yours. Now be careful. You don't want to keyword stuff your titles because Apple will boot you right out if they sense that you're doing that. Now let's talk about the secondary type of title, which is like Grapevine Lake. You know, Grapevine Lake is a place in Texas, just like your episodes are parts of your greater podcast. So those episode titles are also something that Apple Podcasts and other directories will be searching. So you want to do the same thing there. You want to use keywords, you want to use phrases, you want to use guest names that people might be searching for when they go into the directories to search for your show. So keep those things in mind, because episode titles especially, you can use to be found by making sure you're writing them in a way that the search engines in the different apps can actually find. Kerry Green with Podcast Fast Track. Hit me up if you want to talk about podcasting.